The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. At that time, Jesus said, "Woe to you, for you built the tombs of prophets whom your fathers killed. So you are witnesses and consent to the deeds of your fathers. For they killed them and they built their tombs. Therefore also the wisdom of God said, I will send them prophets and apostles, some of whom they will kill and persecute, that the blood of all the prophets shed from the foundation of the world may be required of this generation, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who perished between the altar and the sanctuary. Yes, I tell you, it shall be required of this generation. Woe to you, lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge. You did not enter yourselves, you who hindered those who were entering." And he went away from there. The scribes and the Pharisees began to press him hard and to provoke him to speak of many things, lying in wait for him, to catch him in something he might say. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to the Lord Jesus Christ.
It is quite very unfortunate that this is the condition we find our world today. That while one is speaking the truth that will redeem many, there are some few that have a totally different thought altogether. It is important to understand that when someone is fighting somebody who is telling you the truth in order for you to be free, that person himself actually wants you to remain caged and gets angry because you're told the truth that will redeem you. Watch out for such persons. Anybody who is fighting someone who seems to be fighting for the rights of others is an enemy in himself. And you must take note of that. It is found in every community as small as the family. It is found in the church. It is found in the clubs. It is found among colleagues. You must be watchful of it. But we ourselves must ensure that we don't become those evil ones who are fighting other people, seeking the freedom of others. For the woes that Jesus Christ directed at the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and today the lawyers can actually be gathered by people of faith who seem to be misguided in the direction of their lives. Some good people can fall into serious error. And you see innocent people who now follow the same line of thought as people who are from the dark world. Just 2 or 3 persons will begin an insurrection, for instance. Many innocent people who do not know their left from right will join them. And then what was supposed to condemn only 3 people will now be rubbed on the head of thousands of persons. We must be very, very, very careful. For the Lord Jesus Christ spoke with very firm languages today. We designed the tomb of those who spoke truth yesterday. We didn't live by the truth they spoke. After their death, probably only 2 or even 1 person inspired or instigated the condemnation of that person. And every one of us, without thinking, joined in them. Can we count the number of rumors we hear every single day about our mates, about other people, which we do not verify ourselves? But the moment we see such persons, the information you heard about the person becomes the identity you see in the person's face. Why do you think that human beings cannot lie? How would they tell you that A did this, and you didn't verify? And then you mean it is God that is telling you? A human being like you tells you. Inside your mind, you have already concluded that a human being cannot lie, and you don't verify. And then you use that image of the person to define the person's face the next time you see the person. You see how fragile our minds can be. Jesus has made several attempts to teach us. And so many people are paying for the crimes that they know not about. But for the very fact that they were part of the evil that brought about the crime, they cannot be exonerated. They are de facto guilty. We must run away from such. The people who have killed innocent people, from the blood of Abel's to that of Zechariah, who was murdered in between the temple and the sanctuary, in the temple, in between the altar and the sanctuary, few people did that. But a lot of people contributed to it through their accent. We must be discreet. Do not allow the devil to use our heads. It is very, very easy to deceive us. When they tell you something about someone, if the person who is telling you that thing tells you not to verify, then save your head by not taking that seriously. Let somebody actually winch you. Let somebody actually bewitch you, so to speak, so that you will know that you have been bewitched, rather than taking the words of someone who says someone is a witch. It is important for you to know for yourself. Now, don't forget, our vision is to ensure that we know the truth about life. Anyone who has that kind of a mind will not be making distinctions between persons, Jews or Gentiles. People will appear to you according to the content of their being and not according to the title that they carry. Don't forget that. A Muslim can save you, and your fellow communicant can kill you. An outsider can deliver you, and your own sibling can sell you. We must be very, very careful, my dear brothers and sisters, as the first reading of the day tells us, that we live by faith and we are justified by faith. And so if we want to live successful lives, we must connect ourselves to the wisdom of Christ. For the one who died for every one of us is not foolish. He didn't die for only a set of persons. He died for every human being. And so we must be ready, my dear brothers and sisters, to merge with the Lord Jesus Christ, so that we don't join the crowds to persecute an innocent person, or join the crowds to keep an image of someone that is totally wrong. We must free our minds and free ourselves from the engineering of Satan's lies. When we are connected in faith to Jesus, Jesus will enable us to see everyone. If you see a Muslim, then sell Jesus to him. If you see a Christian, then increase Jesus in him. Whatever and wherever we go, dear friends, our humanity must prove our faith. May God bless us all.